Dear students and working accountants, welcome to my Expert Tally Prime YouTube channel. My name is Babu Rao. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the cost centers and cost categories in Tally Prime. And before entering into the topic, a request to you, everyone visiting my channel and watching my videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all so that you will get notification for all the videos which I upload in my channel, and also share my channel with others. Okay. Now, another very important thing is everyone visit what you call, watch every video till the end. Don't skip in the middle. If you skip in the middle, you will understand the topic up to that point only. The balanced topic or subject you cannot understand. It will be like it is only half knowledge. So there is no use. So it is only waste of time, nothing more than that. That is why watch every video till the end. If necessary, watch the video more number of times. You will get a good knowledge. And also, so I work out some examples, I show examples, I'll give you some problems. So in the video, so all these problems are examples. You work out or practice on your own many number of times. Or you take some one example also, and you can work out. If you work out or if you practice many number of times, you will get expert knowledge. Okay, now we will enter into the topic. See here. So here I'm sharing the screen. So here generally when you are making in the company, we will be making payment of any expenses. Many expenses will be paying, many incomes will receiving. So incomes are the same like expenses. So in such case, when you are making the expenses, so what are the ways you are making the expenses and you are paying the expenses? Suppose you are paying a particular expense, so this expense is paid in any way. What is the different ways we are paying? For example, you are paying salaries. So the salaries of to whom you are paying to different employees. Wages, so different employees in the factory, wage salaries, different employees in the I mean office. And also, see, suppose there are many mobiles are there, we are paying the mobile charges. In the case of mobile charges, so we are paying the amount of mobile charges to different numbers than different mobile numbers you are paying. So all these mobile numbers you are spending, like this, the way in which you are making the payment, they are called as the cost centers. They are called as the cost centers. Okay, they are called as the cost centers. And the expenses we are paying, that are called indirect expenses or direct expenses. Wages, direct expense; salaries, indirect expense, they are expenses. Okay, and so these cost centers will be in groups. That is, some cost centers in one department, some cost centers in one department. For example, employees are there. There will be some employees in one department, some employees in another department. Similarly, some mobile numbers in one department, some mobile numbers in one department, like that. Suppose there are no departments, so total office is the cost center. Total office, these employees are the cost centers are there. Cost centers will be in the same office. Then you can say it as I guess this group, that is the office or what you call the group of the centers where they are existing, it is called as cost category. So under each category, there will be some cost centers. Under each department, there will be some employees. There will be some mobile numbers, like that. The cost centers will be there. The cost cells will be in group. That group is called as cost category. So how you will use the cost categories and centers is, we have to create the cost categories. Under them, we have to create the cost centers. What is the use of this means? When you are making the payment, so we cannot create that details we cannot show. So we can show expense account, any expense, salaries account debit, cash account credit, or bank account credit. Mobile charges, so mobile charges debit, cash account or bank account credit. Conveyance charges debit, cash or bank credit. That's all. We are not showing the details of the people as well as the cost centers. Or if you want to show the details, so salaries account is debited and the credit we have to pay to the employees. So you have to credit every employee individually. We have to create. we have to create so many employees under credit. So that is salary payable, salary account debit, employees account debit, credit. And again, employees account, when you are making the payment, again, all the employees accounts are to be debited and credit cash or bank. So two entries you have to place. Instead of that, when you are making the entry, so we can show the salaries account in which department all the cash categories and cost centers we can show in the entry itself. That is in the payment, I mean in the expense or income account, there itself we can show the details. For that, we use the cost centers and the cost categories. Okay. So cost centers are the group of cost centers are the individual items of expenses. For any expense, the individual way of making the expense. And the cost category is the group of the cost center. This is cost center, and the group of cost center is called the cost category. It may be department, it may be office, suppose branch office, Hyderabad branch, Warangal branch, Karimnagar branch. Like that, for each branch, we can create the as cost center, cost category, and the employees in that we can take as cost category, cost center. Okay. Now, how you use them? How you use them? So for using them, first of all, you have to create everything, and also we have to create the company. I created already cost center categories, and then you go and see this. This is already creation of the company is the same. And after creating the company, we will go to the F11 features. Will go. If it is existing company, we have to press F11, and then what we do is here. What we do is here. What we do. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now we will go to F11 features. Directly we have to go to features by pressing F11. So here accounts, maintain accounts, bill wise entry for everything is required, and we are making the expenses, but we will be doing business of purchasing and selling the goods. So inventory features and integrate accounts inventory will invest, and everybody for anything GST is applicable for goods or services. So GST details, everything is created. All the features are we enable the create. Along with that, now what we are doing is we are going to use cost centers and cost categories. For that, you have to see here this is only related to expenses and incomes only. It's not related to inventory. That is why in the accounting features, see here after the enable bill wise details, see enable cost centers. So this one we have to make yes and accept. So that feature we require, whatever feature we require, we want to work, that feature we have to enable. It is enabled now. Now if you see, go and see now we will go to the entries. So before going to entries, just we will check up the already created things. So here if you go to ledger, so these ledgers are created, that is okay. And now see cost centers. In addition to this, in the accounting masters, so all these are available. In addition to that, cost centers, when we what you did, we have enabled the cost centers. That is why it is showing cost center. But cost center here, say cost center means here cost center. So create cost center we accepted. So it is enabled. But here for batches, we enable this. It includes not only batches, batch number, date of manufacture, expiry date, all this will be enabled. Similarly, here multiple price levels, if you enable, it includes multiple price levels and multiple price levels and price list also. Similarly, if you enable the cost center, it will include here, it will show here, it will show only cost center in the member, but it includes cost center and cost category also. One more is also included. It is called as cost center class, that we will take up in the next video. Here, this cost center includes cost center category also, cost center and cost category also. So, but actually it is not showing. Then we have to go to, it is not showing, cost category not showing, cost center class also we have to use, that is not showing. Okay. So here if you go to this one, show more, if you double click that or select it and enter, see now cost centers, cost category, cost center, cost and class, all the three are included. They are showing. Now we have to create the cost category, that is the group of the cost centers, and individual cost centers under the group, under the categories. These two we have to create, and cost center class we will take in the next class. We will take up cost center class. So it is also the same as this one, but it will be a little different. Okay. Now we have to create the cost center. See here, I created a problem. Here is the business. here. Oh, cash is there. This is not shown. Okay. And now here cash centers are creating. So what to do is first of all we enable the cost center option, that is cost center feature we enable on F11 enable cost center, and in F12 this is different. This we require later. Okay, this we require later. So this is created, and then we have to create the categories, and that's one. So we have to create the categories first. So in this problem there are some categories. So here, for any expense, salaries paid. For salaries, where you paid. This is conveyance, where you paid, to whom we paid. So departments are there. So the salaries are expenses, conveyance expenses, and the sales department account, they are the categories. Under the sales department, employees are there. These employees are cost centers. So these cost centers under the sales department, under the sales department means under the category. Under the category of accounts department, these are available. And the conveyance is paid for two centers, two categories. One is project one is one category, project two is a category. Under these categories, A, B, C in one project, that is cost centers, and cost center XYZ under project two. This we have to give, we have to make the entry. This one, what to do is here. Now we have to create actually what we have to do, we have to create these ledgers. These ledgers we have to create, and here already we will go to, first of all, we have to create category. We have to create category, and expense also we have to create, that we will create already. I already created. So we have to create the cost category, that is departments. So here go to category. Go to category. It will show primary cost category. Without you don't create any categories. All the expenses we pay, it will go to the primary cost category only. That is only one office like that. So here we have to create another one. So this will show, do you want to alter the existing one? So leave it off, you don't want. We want to create a new one. Click this one. What you are creating? Sales department and accounts department. Sales department. So only these are all related to accounts, revenue items accept, and accounts department. This also yes, accept. These are the two categories, and there are two categories, project one and project two. Project one, so accept. Then project two, accept. So we created all the four cost categories, 2 plus 2. And each cost category we have to create the cost centers. So these can be created now itself. So if you go to cost center, now create. So you can create everyone, but when I creating the centers, we have to give the group also. That is, we have to give the cost category also. First category, for example, sales department. Under sales department, Manohar. Manohar is the cost center, one. Then same department, Haranath. Haranath is the another cost center, accept. Then another one, Shugunakar. Sugunakar is another cost center under the same cost category. Next one is another category. So press the back button, then you change it. Escape. If you click the alter and if you click this space bar, so you will get, that will be the list will appear. So here accounts department, go to accounts department. First one is Kamal. Okay, accept. The second one is Raghava. Raghava is the second cost center. Third one is Sitaram. Sitaram is the second one. Third one. Okay, this is over. And then projects are there. Then again you go back. So you type P, project one, you take under project one, ABC. So Mr. A, accept. Mr. B. Mr. B, accept. Next, Mr. C. Okay. So ABC. So we created. So ABC we created. Okay. ABC we created. Now we will go to the next project two. That is cost category. Cost center. We will go to create button again. Now project two. So click P. So project two person is XYZ. So Mr. Mr. X, then same category, Mr. Y, then same category, under the same category, Mr. Z. So we created all the cost categories and cost centers we created. Okay, cost centers and we created. So these are the cost centers, these are the cost categories. Okay, now we will go to the voucher. So how we will do? We will make the entry. So instead of whatever sales, we are making the sales department, we are paying the salary to these people. Okay, what you have to do? So for everyone, salaries expenses, salaries account is to be debited. Salaries account is to be debited, and these personal accounts are to be credited. So mono credit salaries account debit total 1,10,000, and department will not enter in the entries. Okay, so salaries account debit, Manohar account credit 20,000, Harnath account credit 20,000. Like that, all these accounts are to be credited with individual amounts, total amount. Again, we have to make entry. All these accounts again are to be, when we make the entry payment of the salary after a few days, then what to do? We will debit already credited, we have to pay. So we debit all the entries, that is all the persons, all the employees, every account is to be debited with the individual amount, and the total amount will be credited to cash or bank. So two entries are making, and all the persons we are making all the salaries. So we are entering in the persons. So these returns we have to go and check up every person account what is the amount payable. So here, if you what you are making is, if you are using cost centers and categories, all the cost centers will be at one place in the entry. We need not show all account is to be, we not show two entries, only one entry we can make, and in that entry, in the expenses, under the expenses, all the details will be shown. Okay, now we will go to the payment. I will take up 1/4 date is date 1/4. We are making the payment now. What you are paying now? So salaries we are paying. So first one category under the centers, and another category and centers, and then conveyance you are paying for one category centers, one category centers, like that you have to pay. So here we will say, first of all, you are making salaries. So in this case, total amount you can enter, and these two can be entered in one, but it will not take now. Okay, what you do is 1,10,000 if you take, 1,10,000 if you take, it is asking in the first line cost category, cost center. If you take category sales, if you take sales category, and then center is Manohar. If you type Manohar, how much? 20,000. Manohar 20,000. Then Harnath H, if you type Harnath 20,000. Harnath 20,000. Then Sugunakar also 20,000. And the second one, next one is this T over. Next department, that is next category, it has to come down here. It will not go. So we can enter here. So at one place, total amount cannot be entered. That is why we have to make two entries for each category. Each cost category, we have to make an entry. So the first one is total 60,000. We take 60,000. 60,000, and the first one is 20, 20, 20. That's all. And then cash or bank, I make entry. Cash I am entering. Bank means you have to create. I am not creating. Okay. Being salaries paid. What is that? What salaries paid for sales department for the month of so and so. The date is not required. That is the entry we have to make. And the second one is, and the second entry is, we are making payment to accounts department. So come to salaries, and here how much you are paying? 20 plus 30, 50,000 are paying. 50,000 rupees. So department, sales department is over. Now it is accounts department A. Category is accounts department, and the first one is Kamal K. Kamal, what is the amount? 20,000. It will show the total amount. We have to change it. 20,000. Then Raghava, or it is showing, it will show the balance it will take, but you have to show 15,000. 15,000 rupees. And the third one is Sitaram. If you take Sitaram, so the balance it will take. Like this, you have to show two entries, and cash account you are paying, and being salaries paid to accounts department. Okay, like this. But actually here it is showing all cash is showing credit, what you call all cash is showing the negative balance. That actually there is one entry I did not do. Started business with capital 5 lakhs and 4 lakhs is deposited in bank. So that is, I omitted that. So if you want to make the entry also on the same date, receipt We will write credit capital. I am creating capital account, accept. So capital, how much? It is 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs capital to cash account we received. So this is the first entry. On the same date, we paid into bank, all in F4 contra entry, credit cash account, we are paying cash, 4 lakhs, 50,000 rupees we are paying, making the payment. To whom? We are paying to State Bank of India. Create State Bank of India. So it is bank account. So okay. So some account number we will give, and IFSC code SBIN 000252, for example. So and then bank name it will see. In the case of licensed version, when you come here, the list of banks will come. We can select the branches will be only one per country. So all the branches in different countries. So we have to select State Bank of India, India. That it will come here. Otherwise, it will not come. It will not show anything. And branch, for example, Kokatpalli. That's all. Okay. Yeah, accept. So State Bank of India, 4,50,000 we paid into bank. So here, this is paid into only once cash payment into bank. It will ask you the cash denomination. And when you use the check, it will ask the check details. Here, 4,50,000 means 900 if you take 4,50,000. 900 into 50. 9 fours, 9 fives are 45 plus 4 zeros. So 900 means 4,50,000 we paid into bank. That's all. So, and then now the in the day book, when you are entering when you are making the payments, here it has come actually, it has to go up. Okay. Salaries we paid, and here when you make the payment, it is showing credit balance, it is showing because the entry we made later. That's why. Okay, we can show you one thing. One thing I'll tell you. Now it will show sequence of entries. Okay, it is showing the same thing. Okay. Salaries we paid. It is showing credit balance only. And in the next example, it will not show the credit balance. Now the balance is there. And now what we do is, so this is completed. This is completed. So two departments, that is, one is sales department, another one is accounts department. Both the departments, we paid the salaries. And then we paid conveyance expenses. For example, these conveyance expenses will take the voucher on 2nd April we will take up. So we will take the credit means we will pay cash or credit bank. So what I do is I will take bank account. So bank account, how much you paid? So in differently, separately we have to show 15,000. First of all, 15,000 we paid. 15,000 we paid. So we pay by check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we paid by check. How we paid? Paid to State Bank of India credit. Sorry, not contra. Sorry. This is payment. No? This is payment. Debit expenses you have to pay. Conveyance expenses. So I had paid conveyance expenses. 15,000 means 2 plus 4, 6 plus 1, 7. Separately you have to pay. So 7,000 rupees you are making payment. What is the category? Project 1. So project 1 and the employees are A. Employees are A. Sorry. Project 1, employee A. What is the salary? 2,000 rupees. Next, employee B. Employee B, it is 4,000 rupees. Next, employee C. Employee C, it is 1,000 rupees. Total 7,000 rupees. We paid. So we will write it as cash only. We will write it as cash. This is debit and this is credit. Okay. This is credit. We are making cash. We have to pay cash 7,000 rupees being conveyance expenses paid for project 1. Okay. Now we will pay to the project 2 on the same date. Conveyance charges account debit. This is to 7,000, 8,000 it is. So 8,000 rupees. So project 2 here. Project 2. So category project 2 XYZ. So X, Mr. X, what is the amount? 2,000 rupees paid to Mr. X and Mr. Y. So paid to Mr. Y, it is 2,500 rupees, and Mr. Z paid to Z. So we paid to Z 3,000. It will take automatically the balance paid to Z. So this is called as paid cash. So being conveyance charges paid for project 2. Okay, that's all. So like this we entered. So we made all the entries. So first of all, capital and bank we made, and this Sales department category, accounts department category, we paid salaries, and project 1 and project 2, we paid conveyance allowance. For all this, we made the entries. So this is the first and second. To remove the date, see, this is first and second. 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs, we investment capital, 5 lakhs, and paid into bank 4 lakh 50,000. Salary is paid on first, and conveyance expenses are paid on second. And if you go to the balance sheet, so here, so this is the debbook, and if you go to balance sheet, so here Alt F1, so this is the capital, and here this is the, so cash in hand, it is showing negative balance. So no, 3,50,000 means 350 means 450, 1 lakh is there. So the entry should be, it is showing cash balance negative. No, it's not actually not negative balance, because capital 5 lakhs, 4 lakh 50,000. No, it is showing 50,000 we have. We paid cash. 50 means 60,000. It is showing trade balance. Okay, correct. It is correct. So what you do is, I will do one thing. In the bank, we will make it as deposit. We make it as, the deposit will make it as 3 lakhs, 3 lakh 50,000. If you make 3 lakh 50,000, it will be good. Okay. And here 3 lakh 50,000 means 700. 700, 3 lakh 50,000. If we make it, now the cash balance will not show negative. So the cash balance is, the cash balance still is there, 2 lakh 50,000. Okay, 25,000. Okay, so 350 means 150 is there. 150 in 150, 110 and 50 in 125 we paid. So 25 balance is there. Okay, now there is no negative balance. And here, if you go to the profit and loss account, so in the profit and loss account, it will show expenses. See, indirect expenses, conveyance and salaries are indirect expenses showing on the debit. There is no incomes. That is why that is showing as net loss 1,25,000, and that will be shown in the net loss will be shown in the balance sheet. Actually, profit will be shown on the liability side. This is loss. Loss will show on the liability asset side. For example, opening balance means last year balance is there. If there is last year balance, then it will not show this side. It will show the last year balance will be shown as a positive balance, and current period, this amount will be shown as with a minus sign. That is negative balance it will show. For this it will show, because already there is one entry. This amount is there. There is no amount such like that is only one amount that is showing on the asset side. Okay, right. So this is about the cost centers and cost categories. Okay, and then, and there is one more thing there. Another one is, there is cost center class. There is one thing, cost center class. Everything is similar, but we will not distribute the amount or pay the amount as a single, as an amount we will not pay. We will divide that as a percentage. For that we create a class which is called the cost center class, that we will take up in the next one, next video. Okay, this thing. And here you come to this one. First one I showed you, I left it. So this is for the cost category class. This is for the class is required, that we will learn later. This up to this is okay. And this is in this one, the same thing like this. You try this. This also you try again, and you try this problem. Keep it, stop it, and see here. Here, this is two are expenses, salary, wages. This is received commission interest. This is the income. Everything is same. The account will be created as indirect income. This will be created as indirect income. This will be created as indirect expense. Wages, indirect wages is direct expense in the factory. So for this, these are the employees. This is the amount paid for salary, and these are three employees are there: Ramu, Manohar, and Manohar and Anand. Here, Arun, Sagar, and Sairam. So these are the cost centers, and the cost category is expense is salary and wages, indirect expense and category is, there is no department here. Office salaries, factory wages. Office is the category, factory is the category and cost centers are the persons. And this is income received, only for income received, only office will be the category. So office category, income received one, these the two persons, and these two persons both are all are under the same category office. But here we have to make two entries. So received commission 20,000. For that, received commission income, for that we have to we will receive cash. So cash account debit, commission account credit. For the cash account debit, we have to say debit, and commission account credit, we have to show the cost centers. These are the taken as cost centers. Sukumar 8,000, Sunil 12,000, total 20. This is the income. So commission received when you are creating debit cash, no problem, total 20. When you are creating commission, then you have to show the cost centers. And then next entry, next another entry, again, cash account debit, we are getting cash account debit, and credit interest received. This is also indirect income. Interest received, cash account debit, 30,000. Interest received, and cash center category is the office. Category office for all this. Category is office, and cost center is Siddharth 15,000 and Nagesh 15,000. Total will be cash account debit 30,000. Here cash account debit 30,000. Okay. This you try. This also you try. If you have any trouble in the next problem, I will in the next video. I will take up the cost center class. Then we will take up the, if any doubt is there, I will clarify. Okay. Right. With this, I am closing this video. All the best. Thank you. We will meet in the next video.